So this is going to be a short video on how to add and subtract fractions with unlike denominators. Now we have a problem here, x squared plus 5 over x minus 9 minus 2x squared plus 4 over x plus 3. Now we can't just subtract this right away because the denominator on the left and on the right are not equal to each other. So to make we need the denominators equal to each other before we can add or subtract with fractions. That applies to every fraction always. So to make the denominators equal to each other, we can, this tactic is usually referred to as cross multiplying, but you multiply the denominator on the left by the one on the right and the one on the right by the one on the left. So we're going to do x minus 9 times x plus 3, and then when you multiply the denominator by something so that the fraction doesn't change its actual value, you have to multiply the numerator by that number as well. So you multiply the left side by x plus 3 over x plus 3, and then you multiply the right side by x minus 9 over x minus 9. Because if we multiplied only the denominator by x minus 9 and not the numerator, then this would be a completely different number and we would essentially just be making up our own problem. So once you've gotten this far, you're going to multiply everything out by distributing the values from parentheses to parentheses, both in the numerator and the denominator. On the right, we get x cubed plus 3x squared plus 5x plus 15 over x squared minus 6x minus 27. That's on the right. And then we're going to do minus. When you multiply everything out on the left, you get 2x cubed minus 18x squared plus 4x minus 36 over the same thing, x squared minus 6x minus 27. And now, once we have the same denominator on both sides, we can just subtract. When you're subtracting, you have to make sure that the power, you're only subtracting a power of x from the same power of x. So you're only subtracting x to the third. You're only subtracting 2x to the third from x to the third. You're only subtracting minus 18x squared from 3x squared. So you're essentially just matching up the exponents when you're subtracting. And then when you finally subtract everything, you should get negative x cubed plus 21x plus x plus 51 over the same denominator, because the denominator does not change when you subtract or add. Hope this helps.